What's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Monday, September 25th. All of you chat room members already know this, but if somebody's watching my video for the first time, you might not understand what we are all about here. None of this is investment stuff. It's all for intraday trades. I'll let you pause the video and read that if you like. I don't want to read it to you because most people already know, but again, somebody might be seeing this for the first time. The SPY is really kind of starting to fall apart a little bit here, which I'm good with because we're intraday traders. So we might actually start getting some passionate setups, some stocks with, volume to them and maybe a little panic. And so maybe some of our bounce plays will start setting up. It's been a really terrible environment for intraday trading, in my opinion, with just not much intraday A-plus setups happening, right? With that said, so let me go into what I'm going to be watching on Monday. And a lot of it is bounce plays, so I'm just going to go through them real quick here. You'll notice these are all down many days in a row. I've been watching them for many of them I've been watching for a few days already. When a bounce play is on watch and it doesn't give any kind of A-plus trigger, A-plus setup on an intraday basis, what do? We just put it back on bounce play the very next day, right? We saw that with ELF the other day, ELF. You watch it for a few days and then all of a sudden it gave a nice setup. So we do see that a lot. So IONQ is one of them. AVGR, a little bit different kind. It's been crazy move, and now we got 2 red days in a row. So it's a little bit different than a beaten up stock. It falls into that crazy day trader, but might give an A-plus bounce play setup, which could be powerful in something like that on Monday. So we'll see. ARM has only been trading for 6 or 7 sessions, and I'm watching for a bounce play in that one. Carvana is one of those, CVNA, that's been on watch for a few days and just keeps putting in red days without a trigger, so it goes right back on the bounce playlist. Same with Rumble, RUM. NKLA is a little bit more like AVGR in that it's had a strong move and now it's pulling back, but still setting up for a bounce play. AFRM, another really strong one. Now you got 4 days in a row down. Good bounce play setup. Boeing, BA. It's kind of just bleeding lower, right? A whole bunch of red days with one little green day in the mix, but still it doesn't have a capitulation look. The only reason I put it on watch is because if you look at this horizontal line here, it definitely has bounced nicely off this area where that horizontal line is, and it's getting there, right? So this could be a good bounce play one of these days. WW gapped up a little bit on Friday, but look at the intraday here. All of a sudden they had news. I think Blue Cross Blue Shield's going to be maybe paying for Weight Watchers for some folks, right? So, and it got a big pop on that and held up really well, and was back here very close to breakout territory with a couple nasty days. So this one could continue that bounce on Monday. CCG, man, this thing ran to 200. That's not an errant tick. I'm not saying it should have, but again, day trading can be crazy. And it's basically round trip, but actually had decent news, or at least decent sounding news on Friday. We were watching this one in chat on Friday. Several people pointed out an idea. I'm going to try to scroll over. When it looked something like this, people were thinking, okay, 22 break could get this going. Wayne chimed in with a 2150 idea. And so I'll scroll over. There's the 2150 break right there. I got this one. Several people got this one, and it went to 24 before coming back down. I had a good little trade in it. It definitely had some risk involved the way this thing trades, but we are going to put this one back on watch for Monday with its recent action. PETQ is a strong stock relative to the market, so we want to put that on long watch. SBLK, another one that had nice volume on Friday and was much stronger than the overall market. So that one's interesting for a potential long play. OMH, I'm going to have to zoom in so you can see this better. All right, so there you can kind of see, hey, that's a strong day in a weak tape, right? The range was 197 to 290 before settling in at 259. Certainly one to watch on Monday. And then AMPX, I got to zoom back out. Well, I can leave it like this. You had a nice pop back here. And then it almost round tripped. If you look at where it started, it's not quite a round trip. But then it had a decent pop in a weak tape on Friday. One thing I want to point out, though, on the intraday, let me pan out a little bit here. Whenever I see a stock, these are 5-minute candles from Friday, right? And it's climbing. And then in one fell swoop, it went from 494 to 426 in a 5-minute candle. That what's the term we use? Frickin' nasty, right? So make sure you put that in your brain as a mental note that, hey, we want to be careful trading this one because that is nasty. But the daily chart's kind of interesting with this pop, the pullback, and then it's starting to push back up. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll put other gappers on the list as well as we always do in the pre-market working together. And I do think we're going to catch some nice trades on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys in chat.